Well, it's been a very long time that we've been searching and seizing for a house. We've been all throughout the United States looking at homes. We've traveled around everywhere: Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Utah, Colorado, and all states in between. We finally come to the conclusion of what house we want. We go with Kit Manufactured Homes. We took the factory tour. We saw the factory tour. And we finally get to the point, where do we want our house? Where do we want to put the house on the property? I'm going to let everybody know before we go any further on watching this series that what you're about to see might upset you a little bit. It might get you mad. It might bring you to the frustration that my friend Pete is a jerk. But we're not. We're not jerks over here, because it's a common situation of misunderstanding and realization that we only have so much property. And once we set our house where we want our house, I mean, it's a done deal. There's nothing we can do. So this is where we're trying to figure out where we want to put the house on the property. It's a very, very long journey when doing this, and I hope that everybody understands that buying a home and buying property is a big step in life. So I want to wish everybody good luck out there, and thanks for watching all our videos. We appreciate it, and we hope that we've helped a lot of people out. Let's get on with the video. Here we go. And here it is. Well, look what happened over here. Now, there's the sewage to our... Are you listening?
Yeah, Pete.
There's the sewage right there.
Yeah.
Now, come on over here. Walk with me. So, there's our sewage. And if you turn around, and if you look way, way down there at that stake.
There's the stake. Yeah.
Right there. Where's it at? That's it. Way down there against that fence. That's where the sewage is. So we're going to go look at our house and see how we laid it out. And I think the plumbing, the sewage, is going to actually line up in under the house.
It doesn't look like it to me. It's just going to be right on the very edge corner. Because this right here is the corner of the house.
Well, we might have to put a...
Look,
I see it.
this is the corner.
Well,
It's going to run right by the side of it.
or maybe we can put a band in or something. I don't
Or
know.
just kind of sweep it out just a little bit.
We're going to have to do something. So, we got our house laid out. Now, go ahead and tell everybody what we got. What size house we got?
16 by 24.
16 by 24? 16 feet by 24 feet.
Oh. That's not right. It's 26 by 62.
That's right. So having this big shop on the property with all the concrete around it,
See how it's sitting right now? It's parallel, right, to the road?
yeah.
If we could just pick it up and go just a little bit, not much, just a little bit.
Okay, listen to me.
So it's not
Listen to me, please. Can I talk now? You don't have to have the window identically perpendicular with the mountains. You'll still be able to stand in the window and look at the mountains.
It's not that.
Well, why do you have to have it like that?
I don't want
I don't understand.
I don't want it parallel to the fence that's going to be right there. And if we move it just a little bit, then it won't be parallel to the fence.
If we move it just a little bit, we'll have to go about 10 or 15 feet to cock that corner in to make it just a little bit. What I'm trying to say here is if we go, let's say you want the house one more foot that way so you can see the mountains like you're asking. We're going to have to move that corner 10 or 12 feet to get that one more foot action going this way when we got prismatic windows everywhere throughout the house, and it's like a glass
that's
house.
not what I didn't say that. I said I didn't want it parallel.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
Let me ask you this. No, I want to ask you a question. Why do you want to tilt the building? Why would you want to cockeye it?
So it's not parallel with the fence that's going to be built right in front of my house. That's why.
But you're going to have so you want to be closer, so you want one corner closer to the fence and one farther away.
Okay, listen. The fence is going to be straight and the house is going to be straight.
Yeah.
So that means it's parallel, like this.
Okay.
And if we tilt our house a little bit like this...
What's that going to do? What's it going to do? I'm asking you.
It's going to be where it's not parallel with the fence.
But why does it matter, though? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, then it doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm asking you, though, an easy question. What does it matter if it's parallel or not parallel? If it's 3 feet in that way and 6 feet out this way? I don't understand.
Okay, well, if it doesn't matter, then why can't we just do it?
Because I don't understand where you're coming with this on fucking taking a corner and moving it in so the fence isn't the same. I don't understand.
I just told you.
But what kind of angle is that? What's it doing for you? Is it giving you a different look?
Yes. I'm not parallel with the fence. I'm at an angle to the fence, which I like better. But either way is okay with me.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying, Pete.
If that's how you want the house, I will tell Steve. But I don't understand because you're looking at the fence right here.
I just don't want to be looking at that fence.
That doesn't make sense. Okay, so our driveway's right here.
And I showed you on the ground.
Are we going to have the front of the... Let me ask you this.
Can I show you on the diagram on the ground?
No. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Is the front of the house going to be here or on the other side? Where's the front of the house
I
going
don't
to
know.
be?
You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
You've changed it a bunch of different times, Pete. Now you're getting really shitty with me, and I'm not.
Because I'm trying to make a point here. If you kick that corner in...
You're trying to be right.
No.
Okay, you're right, Pete. That's
You're not making any sense. You want to kick that corner closer to the fence because you don't want to look at the fence, and we're already going to see this fence 40 feet away, but you want to bring it 10 or 15 feet closer, and that'll probably be the entrance of our house right here, so that means the living room window will be looking 10 or 15 feet away from this fence, so you can have the spare bedroom not looking at it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I didn't think of that.
Okay, so this is the kind of shit that you go through when you're trying to put a fucking house on the property and you're basically right in the middle of the property. So this is our property line right here. Okay, this orange line. And we already know for a fact that the owner is going to put up that fence right there all the way down from one end to the other. Okay, look, let's move that corner 10 feet. And then here, since you don't want to look at the fence, let's go 10 feet right here. Okay, now we're closer to the fence. And then the bedroom window's away from the fence where no one's ever going to be.
All right, I'm wrong, okay, Pete?
And if we, hold on, and if we put the living room up there, then it's going to be the same thing. The family room's going to be right here. So we got this property line over here, which is way fucking back here. And the reason we didn't put the house back here or in this area is because if you come 30 feet off that barbed wire fence, so we got room, the corner of the house ends up in that pile of rocks, and it doesn't give you, it gives you 10, 15 feet in between the concrete. So Minnie has all these plans and dreams, and she wants to move out here and set the house where she wants. But I'm trying to explain to her that the way that our house is, either way you set it up, the family room or the living room is going to be too close to the prison yard fence that we are going to have. So we kind of wanted the house back here. You want to come over here for a minute? Let me ask you this. Do you kind of see where I'm coming from on this?
Yep.
Any way that you put the house, the prismatic windows that we got in the house are going to be real close to that fence. Now, if you want to like take it and tilt it this way, okay, where that's farther away and that's closer, all right, you can do that. But then you're going to be looking over here instead of there.
I've drawn this out for you.
Go ahead,
earlier,
draw a picture.
But you don't want to see it.
What is this?
This is the road.
We don't need the fucking road.
That's the road.
I just want the fence.
That's the road. This is our property. This is the line between us and the neighbor.
Which neighbor?
Who do you fucking think? There's no fucking neighbor over
Okay,
there.
go ahead.
Idiot. That's in us. This is that line right there. Okay? Now, you have us in, I don't know what, 40 foot this way, right? About 40 foot?
I got 30 feet, 40 feet and 30 feet.
Okay, so about here.
Yeah.
And then 62,
Yeah.
and we got it parallel.
Okay, draw it a little darker. I can't even see it. Okay, there you go.
Okay, that's how we've got it setting right
Yes,
now.
that's it.
Okay, all I'm suggesting is you take.
Clean the dirt off. Go start over.
Okay.
Now draw it on there like you want it.
Now, well, it might have to be back here just a little bit further because we still want it to be 30
Go
foot.
ahead.
We still want this 30 and this 30, okay?
Yeah.
So about, I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but I know you're going to say it's wrong.
Okay,
About
so
like
what
that.
you've done, let's look at
I've
me.
just taken it from being like this,
No,
being
you
like
haven't.
this, and going like this.
Okay, so you want to actually look at our shop. You want to look at the walls of our shop.
No, Pete. It's not going to turn that far. This is the line. About like this. It's just a little bit, but it's enough that you're not staring.
I hate to tell you.
That's all I was
You got an
suggesting.
8-foot fence. It doesn't matter which angle you do
Okay,
it. You're going to
that's-
stare at it.
That's all I was
If you want it that way,
suggesting.
when Steve comes over tomorrow, I'll tell him to angle the
That's
motherfucker.
all I
I don't
was
give a fuck.
suggesting.
I don't care where the son of a bitch sits. Okay? I really don't.
Good.
I don't. We can put it right here if you want. Right here. Look. We can face that way. Hell, let's have the front of it facing the shop. I really don't give a shit. I've been out here. I should say we've been out here for 4 hours staking out this house. I specifically told her that we are going to make it square because of this fuck off fence. Now I'm going to ask you a question. I want everybody to look around me as I'm turning. I want everybody to look over my shoulder, and I want you to really, really think real hard. I want you to keep looking, keep on going around. One more time. We're going to finish it out. We're going to finish it out right here. Do you see any fences? Do you see any privacy fences out here so people can't look into your yard? Do you see anything at all that resembles a privacy fence anywhere? No, you don't. But for some oddball reason, this guy that owns the property in front of us, and he talked all the people in across the street to do this. He put this ugly ass, I'm gonna call it junkyard fence. You can see it right there, back there in the back, you can see it. And it's 6 feet tall. It's corrugated, rusted out metal. The top of it is sharp as a razor blade. If you run your hand down it, you will cut your fingers off. And it's the ugliest thing I have ever seen. Because this right here is beauty. This right here is what it should look like. Why box yourself in with a big, ugly ass fence that's rotted and rusted and looks like shit and is just pathetic. It's stupid. Okay, if I was in downtown Dallas, East Dallas, over there by Crackcore County, yeah, that might look pretty good there. But out here in Moab, Utah, where you got beautiful mountain ranges, all right, and you got high desert action going on all around you, no, that's your fence. Okay, that is the fence right there. So I'm gonna go get Minnie, and we're gonna start over, and we'll put the fucking house somewhere else. Well, the day has finally come. Our kit manufactured home has showed up, and there's the back half of it right there. He's getting ready to put it up here on this mound of dirt so they can move that section onto the foundation. Let's take a look at this foundation and show you what kind of action's going on here. So what you're looking at here, this is a bona fide professional foundation, and this is the foundation that you would see basically for a manufactured home that you're going to permanently mount. This is a permanently mounted manufactured home. That means it'll become one of the property. You can see here's the property, and once the house is mounted, doing it this way and mounting the house onto the foundation the way that we're doing it, it becomes a permanent house, meaning it is not a mobile home. And the house goes up in value with the property as the value rises in value. So if you look right here, this is the front of the house. They delivered it first, and they actually got it up onto the foundation. And we don't have our sewage ran yet, or our water lines, or any of our electrical. We got to wait till the house gets mounted on the foundation and of course leveled out and everything else. They brought this all the way from Salt Lake City. We're down here in Moab, Utah, and I'm really excited to go through the house and check it out. I've never even been in the house before, so once they get that house over here on this mound, we're going to see if we can walk in it and check it out and see what it's all about. But I want to go ahead and say that this foundation that you're looking at right here, this was $20,000. This is a $20,000 stem wall foundation. This is not made with cinder blocks and all that jazz. I guess piers or whatever you call these are 9-inch thick concrete here where the house, I guess the beams that hold the house up set on. And then of course you got to get the stem wall all the way around it. So that's $20,000 just for that, if you're going to go that route. And that's the route that I wanted to go. I wanted to go the high-end route, I guess you can call it, because I want to make sure everything's perfect and done properly. So we'll be back when the house is up here. sweetheart? Is he doing a good job? Is he doing a good job? Is it going to be all right? He's not going to flip our trailer house over, is he?
No.
Okay, he's a professional, right?
I've been with him a long time. He's a good
Okay.
driver.
All right. So he's going to jackknife that thing up in there and going to set it right down.
Yep.
All right, can we go inside and look at it?
When we get parked.
Yeah, when you get parked, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to ride.
I think you got the keys and everything.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so what we got here, we got leach field plastic going on. Let me grab the handle on that. Sorry about that, buddy.
It's all right.
I didn't put those there.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
all I gotta do is just make it.
There you go. You got jackknife it in. Okay. All right, so we finally got our home on the foundation. We're gonna go out there and look at it in a minute. You basically saw what's going on the outside. They delivered our house, we got to put on the foundation. And then we went ahead ourselves, and a lot of you people out there aren't gonna be able to do this. We hooked our own water up, we hooked our own electricity up. Come on over here.
Looking out my front door, there's some heavy construction going on and some digging. Let's go see what Pete is digging.
Right here, Dennis. Give me that ladder. I got a bad knee, dude. Thank you, bud. No problem. You see what's going on here? Did you see this? What are you thinking? Huh?
Thinking I'm glad I'm not you.
I'll tell you what, this plumbing has been the worst nightmare in my life, dude, doing the plumbing on this place. So we're hooked up to the well, which is over there. And here's our city water coming in right here. And we got water lines crossing on my property. Now, do you see like where the well is?
Yeah.
That's in an easement. I got water lines down here. Did I tell you that? Okay, one water line is mine. The other one belongs to possibly nobody. But I gotta fix them both. One line will never ever be used. It said it'll never be used. So we were digging our ditch for the city water, and we got an easement here, which is 7 feet. Now, normally when you go to a professional operation, they're gonna run the water out the easement and down the road. Okay?
Down the road.
But out here in hillbilly country, they're gonna run it from out of there and cut across the corner of my property to run the water out of the easement.
Over to that person's place.
And then once they hit the road from my property, then they'll shoot it that way. You see how it's going here across my property? So Paul asked me, because Albuquerque Paul's out here, and he says, there's no water lines, right? And I said, no, you can look in there, you can see where they go out. Okay, no problem. 2 digs, dude, 2 digs. And he busts the water line. So I had to buy these fittings. You see this fitting here, this PEX pipe fitting? $48 a piece for this big bastard. Okay? I had to buy 4 of these $200, dude, to fix this water line action here. So I'm up at the plumbing store. Now, the plumbing store is an hour and 20-minute drive from here. And I buy all the parts to fix our plumbing and hook it up to the house. And our buddy, Dirt Dog, Paul, we'll call him Dirt Dogger, because he's a dirt guy. He's the one digging all our holes for us. He calls me and says, hey, Pete, do you want to put a water faucet over there by your little paint booth building? Because what we can do, I'm right there at it, and I can go ahead and tee it off, and you can go ahead and buy. So I said, yeah, sure, let me run back there and get the parts. For me to put this bitch in the ground, do you see it?
I see it.
For me to put that thing in the ground and all the fittings and everything, it took $300 fucking dollars. So we got our house going over here, and we got our buddy Dirt Dogger digging it out and making it right. But the most important thing is we're gonna have, look how easy he's being with that, look at that. You see how precise and accurate, look at him, there he goes, look at this. Do you see that? He already busted one line, and he knows I'm watching him through them sunglasses. He doesn't want to bust something else. So we got our water line here. Yeah, that was a sweaty one there. Watch the concrete. Watch the house. So he's digging that out. Now, Dirt Dogger, he's from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and very nice guy. But he's digging out our water line, and then what me and Minnie are going to do, we'll run the water line all the way over to the house, and then go through the foundation with it. See what I'm saying? And then we'll have our water hooked up. And then once he gets that done, this is going to be the tricky part. We got to run our sewage from my shop. We got to go all the way around, just like this, to where you see Dirt Dogger digging a ditch out. And it's got to go around the side of the house all the way to the sewage. But before we do that, we got to drop it at the building. We got to drop the sewage at the building. My finger's over here, Minnie the BodyShop girl. We got to drop that down 30 inches. That roll of wire cost me $500 fucking dollars.
I know, this is a $500 trip, man.
Okay. That wire is going from this box, which is the all-in-one 400 amp. We're gonna run the sub panel down and over to the house. But let me tell you something that really sucks. I don't mind paying the $500 for the wire. It was actually like $468. I don't mind paying it for that. But when you're buying a box of brass fittings this fucking big, and one water faucet, and it's costing you $700 plus fucking dollars.
What's wrong with that?
That's a little fucking ridiculous. The people that are doing this is a husband and wife team, and if you zoom in, you can see there's the wife right there. Kind of like the Minnie the BodyShop girl and my friend Pete. They actually put the house on the foundation. We weren't here to see that done. I wish we were. We had to go to the plumbing store to buy $700 worth of fucking plumbing supplies. This plumbing's fucking wearing me out. You know, it started with Mr. Plumber Guy. Okay, it started with him. All right, here's our bullshit septic tank that we got to rip out of the fucking ground. It's gonna cost $500 to suck the shit out of that tank. 501, 5. Do you see that? Count them. 1, 2, watch, 2, 3, all right, 4. What do we got left? 5, right there.
But you know what? When it's all done and said, he still won't be happy.